spend the day with me on this rainy Thursday.
Hello, nice to see you. Hello. Hello. Nice to see you. Hello.
The day is finished. It's been a long day. Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed watching my Thursday vlog and kind of following along with me throughout my day. And so in this part of the video, I kind of just wanted to expand more and just kind of go into detail about my day that you watched in the first part of this video. So yeah, let's get right into that. So school starts at 8:20. And so usually I get to school between 8:10 to 8:20. And so I walk to school. A lot of my students walk or bike to school. So that's what in one of the clips you see we're all just kind of walking together. We all kind of meet at the stoplight and then walk to school together. And so yeah, the bell rings at 8:20. The other teachers go into their homeroom classes. They kind of do announcements or whatever in the morning. And so I don't have a homeroom class. So usually that's my time, in the morning, I'm just kind of drinking my coffee. Maybe sometimes I'm eating a little pastry for breakfast, finishing printing out anything that maybe I didn't print out the day before, kind of going over my PowerPoints of what I'm going to be teaching for the day. Yeah, just kind of preparing for the day because I have a pretty busy schedule this year. So once classes start, I'm kind of go for the day. This is kind of my time to just kind of get in the zone, kind of just get ready for the day. So yeah, so as you kind of saw in one of the clips, I was kind of showing my schedule. I had 6 classes that Thursday. So that's that particular, every other Thursday I have that schedule. And so that is my busiest day. And so my Thursdays are pretty long days. But anyways, that particular Thursday, we were finishing up lesson 1 in a lot of my classes. And so usually once we've had our lessons that we're doing the worksheets and practicing the, key expressions and doing the book exercises, I try to play a game or some sort of fun activity. So that's why in one of the clips you saw me walking with a little tub of candy. But yeah, so that Thursday, it wasn't bad. It's just a lot of classes, but like I said, a lot of classes were kind of reviewing the lesson and then kind of playing some games of some sort. And so yeah, so I had 4 classes and then I had lunch. And so, eat lunch. Lunch is kind of blocked off for an hour. So usually maybe takes me 15 to 20 minutes to eat. And then usually, like I talked about in my first video, like I'll go outside and just kind of, chill, kind of just enjoy kind of getting some sunshine and just being outside. But that particular Thursday, it was raining. So I went back to my desk and was kind of just maybe, I don't know, dilly-dallying on the computer, listening to my audiobook. Because usually, like, between the time that school ends and that I leave, I usually have, like, maybe an hour, hour and a half. And so that's usually when I will, like, prepare for, like, either the next week or for, like, the next day. So, like, that's plenty of time to do that. So that's why, like, during lunch, I kind of, sometimes I'll be outside reading my book. That particular day I'm listening to my audiobook sitting at my desk, because I'm kind of using this like lunchtime as just like a little brain break, because like I said, my days are pretty packed. So I need a little bit of time throughout the day to just kind of like relax. And so also you saw me like one of the clips, I'm like walking down the hallway and I'm passing, my first graders. And so my first graders, like even last year too, first graders then just so, enthusiastic, high energy, excited to learn. They're not really like afraid to be making mistakes. They're not as like tired. And I guess don't have like the same pressure that like the second graders kind of start to feel and the third graders definitely do have. So they're not as tired. So it's a lot of like, we're really, really actively participating in the class. And it makes for like a really fun teaching environment. And so that's, I'm excited to see them. They're excited to see me. And so that's why, you hear in the clip like, oh, hi teacher. And it's just like, I know I sound loud. I'm talking loud and we're just like, we're excited to be seeing each other in the hallways. And so actually funny enough, so last year I realized that like, it doesn't matter if it was the 6th week or the 6th month. When I would see my students, it's, oh, nice to meet you, teacher, nice to meet you. And I would be like, what? Like, so nice to see you, be like, kind of like correcting them. And so then like, as I started to like, learn more and more Korean, my own self, I started realizing that like the phrase like, oh, bengawayo. So I'm totally butchering that, like accent wise, but that's like the phrase for like nice to meet you, as well as when like maybe you're seeing someone and you haven't seen them in a while. And so like that phrase kind of like then translated into English is like nice to meet you. So to them, it's like this phrase that you use in both situations. They're thinking that that is how like it works opposite in English. And so like I made it kind of like, an effort to like really teach them like starting at the beginning of the year that like, nice to meet you is for when you first meet someone, nice to see you, you say every other time after that. So that's like in the clip sometimes like you heard like me, like I think I was like correcting one of the students and then you heard some of the other students were like, oh, nice to see you teacher and stuff like that. So like I said, just really fun, really good group of kids. The first graders. And so, yeah. So then, like I said, after lunch, went back to my office, had my little audiobook listening to, and then, so Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have 7 periods as opposed to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have 6 periods. So literally Tuesdays and Thursdays are like, just a little bit longer or a lot longer. Because that one period feels like a lot longer when like, after, like I'm usually good in the morning and then, you eat lunch and then you kind of get that like after lunch slump. And so then, on Tuesdays and Thursdays when it's like I have 3 classes now to teach potentially, depending on the schedule, it's just like, sometimes I'm, you're barely making it through to the end of the day. But no, it wasn't a bad day. Like I said, we're kind of just reviewing and like playing games and stuff. So, it was okay, but I was definitely tired by the time the end of the day came. And so, yeah. And so actually that also particular Thursday, we had what is called like a hueshik, which like kind of, I guess, translated into English is kind of like a company dinner. And so hueshiks are like a really big part of, I kind of want to say like Korean culture, but definitely like school culture. And so literally, I want to say last year I had maybe like 5 or 6 of them. And so like, at least in the public school system, like I don't know any other English teachers that have not gone to any. So it's like, if anyone's teaching in the public schools, you will for sure go to at least one. And so this one on that Thursday was our first one. And so this was like a, kind of like a welcome back introduction to the school year sort of dinner. And so, usually like the principal will have words. New teachers are or like kind of like will go up and introduce themselves. There's some sort of like game or trivia that will take place. Just like I said, it's just kind of like a time to like socialize and get to know your coworkers better outside of the school environment. And so yeah, in the video, like me and my co-teacher, we just, you know, walked to the restaurant. It wasn't far from the school. And so like I sat with the other teachers that are like, you know, in my office. I'm in the third grade office this year. So I'm sitting with all the other third grade teachers, and you were at a Chinese restaurant. And so it was really nice. I love the Chinese food here in Korea. It's like kind of like completely different from like the Chinese food that I eat, obviously. But the Chinese food that I will eat back like in the US. But yeah, I love the Chinese food here. And so like you can kind of see in the clip, like, you know, different, just like the different dishes that we have. And, you know, maybe the huishiks are usually hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but I feel like an hour and a half is like pretty average. And so yeah, it's just kind of like a nice time to just like, you know, just kind of sit and chat and enjoy the company of your coworkers, like I said, outside of the normal school environment. So yeah. So by the time, like I said, that there's a full 6 classes, then the dinner afterwards. And so where I live is like not far from the restaurant. So I just, you know, kind of walked home. And so literally when I got home, I hopped right in the shower and was asleep. Literally sleep by probably like 7:30 p.m. So that's why like I'm making this video like a few days after. But yeah, so that's kind of like how my Thursday went. And so thank you for watching my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Ask any questions if you have any. And that is the end. And so until next time.